Welcome back, everybody. This is TA Drag Racer. Let's continue our Missouri jobs. Get these done. Leaving out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, where we ended up last episode. Let's see what we can find. 5 out of 12 jobs done. See what kind of job we can find here. We need Missouri to Missouri, and it has to be at least 100 miles. Springfield, that's a big job. There's a job in Jefferson City. That don't look too bad. Looks like some type of tractor. Crawler tractor. Let's take that on from Cape Girardeau on up there to Jefferson City. That might be a pretty good run. We'll accept that. Hop in the truck and go find it. Looks like a nice day here in Girardeau. See if we can do a little better than we did last trip. Not so many mistakes. Stay away from those things we can't see, those barriers. From the last episode, we kind of messed Jimmy up a little bit. Run him off the track. Talked to his wife, Sue. She said he's doing okay. He's back to driving. Everything's okay. He's not really hurt. I think he's more scared than anything else. So, Jimmy's in good shape. Let's head on out the gate. A little bit of traffic this morning. Look down there. Yeah, we've got a long line of cars coming. That's what I see out of my side window. Thinking about it, I got a Oculus VR. I may try to do this in VR. See how that works out. I don't know if I can get a recording to come out looking good, but I'm going to give it a try. If so, then you'd see from the same perspective I'm looking at. As I look, you'll look. Till then, we'll just have to make do. I'm not sure I can get the video to come out looking very nice anyway. We'll see. Again, we're just going to display the trip as we take it. If I make a mistake, you're going to see it. Seem to have been doing a pretty good job of doing that. Try to redeem myself a little bit here today. Head out here to the interstate. You know we got a 65 mile an hour governor on this truck, so we can't go quicker than that. But we'll do the best we can. Here in Ohio, it's gotten cold again. We were up in the 60s, 70s, now back down to 30s. Had snow the other day. Should warm up hopefully before too long. Kind of fun to do these side quests like this. And open up a new state. But by the end of it, I'm ready to get back to just driving trucks. It gets kind of monotonous too, and don't make a lot of money doing it. Most of them are shorter trips. Trying to open up as many of the towns as I can. If I see them and can get to them, I'll try to do the photographs and the movies we'll find along the way. It's a good time to get those things opened up. Get back on the road and start making some money. Should pick up our load not too far up here. Oh, looks like it's up here to the right. Follow Swift there. It's back up here, cut around to the left up here. We're looking for a crawler tractor. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Back on the other side of this building. I don't know which way around I need to go. I usually end up going the wrong way, but we'll see when we get there. Burn on our hazards. Oh, there it is. I think it's sitting, yeah, sitting between these two box trailers. There it is. Should be easy to pick up. Just back into here. You always have some kind of obstruction by where you're picking up and dropping off. I suppose it's like that in real life as well. You can see the outlines around the trailer I need to pick up, so I gotta scoot over a little bit to get to it. There, it's coming into sight now. Let's see if we can get a clean hookup on it. No, that's a little too far out of the center. That should be on the money there. Yeah, we got it. Take a look at loading it. I always like doing this. Let's head on out. We got a full tank of fuel. Plenty of time before sleep. Hopefully we can make it up there. The route. Yeah, looks like a nice route. I'm checking those out more now because I have had some that take me the wrong way for some reason. I don't know. It was a glitch or what it was. Last time it happened to me, I took a pretty good little trip the wrong way. And it just turns you around and heads you back where you need to go eventually, but it's crazy. So I try to take a look at the route, make sure it looks right. Hi there, Sam. How you doing today, buddy? How's your family doing? They doing good? That's good. It's like a nice warm day out here. What I'm waiting for here. I'm starting to get into my Quest 3. Been using it for some iRacing and other sims over there. A friend of mine I was playing with last night was using a truck simulator, said it looked pretty good. So I'll give it a look. It's still in beta on ATS, so I don't know how well it's optimized or anything. We'll take a look at it. Might be interesting to do a couple trips with it, see if you like it. You want to get into a VR headset for gameplay, Quest is a good place to start. It's not super expensive. You don't need base stations and all that. It's also got pass-through. You can do virtual games. It's really cool. Especially for the money. It's got great lenses on it. Picture looks pretty good. I still consider it kind of a novelty. I like my triple monitors. If I was going to get into it, I'd probably put a single monitor back on my screen or my rig. A lot easier to deal with. If I was going to use VR most of the time, but I'm not there yet. It looks nice. I had an HP Reverb. I never used it much. It's obsolete now pretty much. We're going to stop supporting the OpenXR that it runs on, especially the Windows XR or whatever. Windows mixed reality they call it. You have to have that to run the HP Reverb. It was a pretty nice headset. I think the Quest 3 is a better headset. But I got it boxed up over here. I don't know what I'll ever do with it. Probably just end up pitching it eventually. A lot of people love that HP Reverb. I just didn't get into it much. It was a lot of work hooking it up. It's not too bad sitting there. You're sitting in the sim. It's kind of like wearing a helmet, I guess. But it's just not there yet for me, though. Something like Big Screen Beyond or Big Screen Beyond 2. That's a little different. I could probably get into that, but I don't know that I want to spend that much money on a VR set right now. So I'd love my triple monitor setup. Sit down and go. I don't have to hook things up. Make sure everything's working. I mean, I have to make sure everything's working, I guess. It's the wheels and the screens and peripherals I need. But it's another layer of detail getting the VR ready to run. Logged into it, getting it opened up. It's not horrible, but it's nice just to be able to sit down and play when you want to. The only time I've been to Missouri, I flew into St. Louis a couple of times, heading out to Oklahoma. There's a hub there, I believe. But I've never been out into the state. Looks pretty familiar around here. Just looks like driving in Ohio. Where I live in Ohio, it's pretty flat. Just south of us, it gets a lot more hilly. Where I live is where the glacier came through. Just flattened everything out, just like here, probably. Bus broke down. Looked like I overheated. See, when I logged in, I put the weather mod back on. Sometimes it can give some pretty good sky caps. Good graphics. But I had the rain set at 10%, so I don't know how much we'll get. I might change that eventually. I think I had it set at 20 or 30%. It was raining a lot. I was getting tired of seeing the rain and the clouds all the time. Pretty big city ahead of us there. Not a lot of traffic out here today. Nice, pleasant drive. So far, everything's are going pretty smooth. Jefferson City, 1 mile. Oh, what a bump. I'm hitting some bumps in these roads I have never experienced before. Not sure what's going on there. Got the exit here. Heading west on 50. 60-mile-an-hour speed limit. Nice gentle rolling hills here. It's pretty country. You have to pay attention on these roads. There's no place to go if you go veering off the road one way or the other. You don't have much leeway. Split four-lane highway. And speed limit's going up 65 now. So what kind of setups do you guys run? Are you playing American Truck Simulator or sim racing? Leave some comments down below the video if you like. You can post pictures on the Discord channel. I haven't updated the Discord channel in a while, but I think you can find your way around in it. Jefferson City discovered. I don't see it. Must be on the outskirts of it pretty well. Yeah, we're coming up on something here, looks like. Welcome to Jefferson City, Missouri. An anti-graffiti wall on the sides. Performing Arts Center. It's nice. Truck's not driving real nice today. Haven't had any issues so far. As far as I know, I haven't hit anything. I think that's the Missouri River, I'm not sure. Getting off and I'm going to run back under the highway, it looks like. Maybe over it, I'm not sure. Kind of hard to tell by the GPS. Dirt road, this must be where our destination is here. Yeah, we got the flag on the other side of the highway. Don't know if we're going under or over. I guess we'll be under it, but I'm not sure. Turner. If we can get deliveries out of there, possibly. Yeah, we're going under it. Pretty straightforward trip. Go over to the right side here. Emergency flashers. It's back on the other side of the barn, possibly. We'll see if I pick the right direction. Usually don't. I got a 50-50 chance I'm usually about 90% not finding it. And I'm coming the wrong way. I'll have to turn around and come back in this way. There ain't no 50-50 to it for me. It's all about 99-1. Flip of a coin. If we got room, we can pull up around this way. Gonna give it a whirl. Ah, looks like there's plenty of room. nice straight line into it. That Cadillac sitting there. Pretty cool. There's trips they want taken out, I'm sure. I like nice, easy pull-up parking. And we got it. Let's drop this load. Get the camera around here where you can see it. I think it flips back on this side if you don't even start it here. We should be able to see it from here. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, I think we'll go hit this movie and picture situation here in Jefferson City and go from there. I like to take care of those things when we're out cruising, especially on these state jobs when they add a new state. It's nice to get some of that stuff out of the way. I don't hit 100% of them necessarily. It's not my goal, but if they're easy to get to, then I like to try to clear them up. So I'm not making much money on these anyway. So just out having fun cruising and trying to get the achievements. Get on out of here and go watch us a movie. Take us a picture. Got cows. Somebody does. Starting to get tired. We got plenty of time to get these done first. I want to go ahead and check the price on these. I don't remember exactly what it is. I'm saving up to get me a new one. Need to know how much I got to save up. I just got to figure out where to trigger it at. Stop and see if we can see something from here. I don't see anything. No, not getting nothing there. Pull right on up to the door. No? Leave that screen on. Make trigger it up. Oh, there we got it. 150,000 for a new garage. Okay, and I'm sure that's just going to be the small version. You have to upgrade it from there. I can't afford to buy it right now. I only got $128,000. I'm not getting loans to do that. I'd rather stay out of debt. I had first started this, I got into debt, and it kills you at first. You got that big payment, you're not making any real cash or headway. So I just buckled down, got it paid off. Now I'm not getting any more loans. I hope I can get out of here without wrecking something. There we go. Now let's go find us that movie so we can get to sleep. A decent hour. Head back out on the road again. Well, $150,000 for a new garage. That ain't too hateful. Today's prices. I don't want to get one here. I'm not sure where I want to get it at. So the garage I got it maxed out on my drivers. I got 3 drivers running out of it. That's myself. It was nice being down in the end of Texas like I am. It's a long trip to everywhere, and that's what I wanted at first. I wanted to make as many long hauls as I could, make as much money as I could make. I'd like to be more centrally located on the maps that are available. I want to hang over here to the eastern side, though, because they keep opening up more maps over here on the east. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. First, I got to get the money to buy one. I hear that yawning noise makes me sleepy. Across the bridge and then back. Yeah, we gotta go across the bridge, exit off, and work our way back a little ways. Just past the one marker. Must be the quickest way to get there. I'm gonna trust my GPS. What we bought the thing for, I guess. I remember I bought an early GPS. You just put in the window. Had to get it synced up to 2 satellites to get decent accuracy. I was just hoping it got me to the right city. Wasn't worrying about individual locations. Now these things are super accurate. It worked fairly well. You couldn't count on it 100%. Oh, I see the movie thing over here. It's not too far. Looks like I can just pull straight to it. Got a place to sleep down there. We may go on down there and sleep after we get the movie. Get this stuff out of the way, sleep, get gas, fuel, and we'll pick a job, finish the day out. Well, it looks like the picture's on the left. And might have to just pull up here, see if we can get that here once we get up to the crossroad where the picture is. I guess that's the same road that we're going to be turning down up here when we get to the movie. So maybe we can see the... You can't drive that way, so hopefully we can just see that from where we're going to be. Yeah, I know I'm getting tired. Yeah, I turned on the realistic traffic lights. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Let's go up there and see what we can see down the road there. Take this picture. Don't know what I'm looking for, but we'll find out when we get up here. Oh, Capitol building. Cool. Missouri State Capitol. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the movie we get over here. Hopefully that's not too hard to access. Right there it is. Cool. Easy to get to. Don't have to block the whole road. Let's take a look at Jefferson City clip they got on here. Capital City. There's a better shot of the Capitol building. It's a nice looking Capitol. Very nice looking city. Performing Arts we passed coming in here. Couldn't really see the scope of the size of it. It's a pretty nice sized building. Now that's a nice picture. Escaped by all the girders. Framed by the girders, I should say. It looked pretty nice. Okay. Well, let's go get us some sleep, some fuel. Fuel and some sleep. That's what I usually like to do it. Get these guys to let me out here. The traffic lining up here at the light. it gets tired holding on the brake after a while. If it's gonna roll. Get the brake. I think I got 60 kilograms of force used to engage the brake, which isn't, it's quite a bit, but it's not maxed out or anything. Have Heusinkfeld pedals, the pluses. I can go up to like 150 kilograms. That's way too much. I used to run it around 100 and my leg would get tired into the races. Oh, that's silly. So I've got it knocked down. I usually run it between 55 and 60 now. I got set on 60 right now because I was driving a car the other day that 50, 55 was just too light, so I upped it a little bit. So I wouldn't lock up the brakes quite as often. "60 kg of force" is still quite a bit of force. I used to turn it down when I get in the truck sound, but I don't bother anymore. We're trying to get to a place to rest. We're giving us all these lights. Let us drive. Fuel up, sleep, and then we'll just take a look at what we want to do on the jobs. I don't mind to pick one of these towns close to here, start the job there, and then take it somewhere else so we can get credit for 2 more deliveries today instead of just 1. If I take a truck out of here, we'll just get the delivery, or the credit for the delivery, not for the pickup and the delivery. But we'll see if that's possible once we pull up the map and see what we got going on. This game's pretty immersive with all the sounds and everything. Here's the fuel station. Need to enter in this part, go around towards the back. Yeah, there's some pumps. Scale back this way. Place to sleep. Get us some fuel. $3.26 a gallon for diesel. It's been a pretty consistent price last few trips. I'd bet down about $1 average from what it was. More money in our pockets. So I'll just leave that on so I can see when it kicks on when we get to the sleeping location. Try to pull up beside that truck there. I'm getting better at backed out when I have it turned like that. My truck's sitting sideways, or it looks like I'm sitting sideways in the truck. That's okay. Let's take a look, see what we can find. I think I kind of like this job. A wheel loader going from here to Poplar Bluff, Missouri. It's got the mileage we need. It's 253 miles. It's like a pretty nice delivery. Let's go ahead and take that. Let's go pick it up. Had a good sleep. Head on out of here. Short little trip over to pick it up. We'll head to Pine Bluff. Left up here. I wasn't thinking Jefferson City was the capital city of Missouri, but it certainly is. We see that question on Trivia's questions a lot. What's the capital of Missouri? I think one of these times when I break, I'm gonna take a look at the weather and those settings again. I'm not having that many road occurrences. I'll probably pick that up a little bit. I forget where I reset it all. I was a little perturbed that one day when I kept getting all those detours right at the last minute. I think I had 2 or 3 in a row, pretty close to a row. At least 2 of them, there was no way to get there without going down that road that was closed. So what are you supposed to do? So I'm going to take a look at those again. I may turn some of that back up a little higher again. I don't remember if I turned down the weather or not. We're getting cloudy skies, but we haven't had much rain or anything like that. Occasionally I would like to get something like that, not every day. So we may have it set pretty good now. I haven't had one for a while. See the clouds up in the sky. So it's not just a bright sunny day. We do have weather. All adds to the immersion of the game. But I don't want detours that I can't take to get where I need to go. That's kind of bad. May leave that turned off. Just pick up the road events. And here we get off. Snake around, try to pick up our delivery. But we're at the right place. No outlet. This is where we're going. Authorized personnel only. I hereby authorize myself. Report immediately to the site office. Yes, sir. Always do. What we gotta pick up here. Quite found it yet. Go back into the trailer here. Look, there's plenty of room to back straight up in here. Shouldn't be a problem. Well, it's hooked in. Let's pick it up and head out. Do we get all attached up? That's a big front loader. Like a gravel pit. Thanks for the load. See you next trip. This is somebody to talk to. We got to talk to them. We're out here on our own all the time. Ain't got nobody to talk to. Of course, I don't like to talk. I like total silence myself. I know Moza has the truck wheel. They got a good price on their wheelbase. If you're just going to set up a truck sim, I'd recommend taking a look at the Moza line. I have Asetek equipment. That's what I chose for my sim racing. But if you're just going to go with truck sim, take a look at the Moza line. They got affordable wheelbases. You don't need a lot of torque. They got decent brakes. They're okay. Depends on which set you get. But they all work. And the wheelbase really, it works really nice. I mean, Their steering wheels are really nice. You don't have to have those things. If you got a G29 or a standard wheel, you can play this game. So I have just as much fun. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get into it. Single monitor, just hook. It's best to have a wheel. Hook it up to your desk. It's really nice to have a shifter, H pattern shifter. Adds to the immersion. You can run the trucks in automatic mode, but it's nice having a clutch and a shifter. Now, I've had all those things on my sim rig. I didn't buy any of it for truck sim, but it all works fabulous. I got plenty of buttons on my wheel. I use a Streamdeck XL. I have mounted on the side, my right side of my sort of console area. My wheel, my chassis. So I assigned a lot of buttons to that for this game. I got plenty of buttons on my steering wheel to map out turn signals, jake brake on and off. I can change the intensity of jake brake, cruise control on and off, up and down, 5 mile an hour is just click. As you see, I use that. It works excellent. I'm using a round wheel. It's an Asetek wheel on my Asetek base. But it works excellent. Like I said, I've got a H pattern shifter. It's actually a Fanatec. I had Fanatec before I bought Asetek equipment. Sold all my Fanatec stuff except for the shifter because I like the shifter. I liked all the equipment. I sold it all after they had the little last fiasco during Black Friday when they weren't shipping people their orders and things. I'd ordered quite a bit of stuff for Black Friday. At least one new wheel. I had a few $100s worth, probably a good $1,000 or more worth of stuff. I got it all timely, but I started worrying about. I had a DD2 wheelbase. I was worrying about the warranties. I didn't know what was going to happen to the company. They were looking like they were going to go bankrupt, which they did get bought out finally by Corsair. It was good equipment, but I got rid of it. I had a DD2 wheelbase. I had 4 or 5 steering wheels. I had pedals. I'd already sold the pedals. But I decided I sold it all, and I got it all sold within like a month and a half. I wanted to sell for anything tremendous. There was high demand for the products at the time still. There probably still is. They're good products. I had issues with the DD2 wheelbase at times. Sometimes I'd be sim racing and it would just shut down. It only happened to me. It happened to me, it seemed like about once a month. It wasn't something that consistently happened. And I looked in the forums, and that was something that they had done. I don't know if it's USB disconnects or what, but the wheelbase would just sort of shut off all of a sudden. And it didn't affect me a lot. I really liked the wheelbase. I liked the steering wheels I had. I was starting to get a pretty nice little collection. I just bought their collector's one that year. Had the Porsche wheel, had 2.5 wheel that was Xbox compatible. Had a round wheel for NASCAR. I didn't have the NASCAR wheel, but I bought the 33-inch wheel they had. And I was able to sell it all pretty good rates on eBay. I got it all sold in a week or two. I bought the Asetek wheel. I decided to go with Asetek. One thing I didn't like about Fanatec, everything was totally locked down. I mean, if you put a different wheel on the Fanatec wheelbase, unless you bought some kind of third-party adapter, it would just, your wheelbase wouldn't work. It had to have Fanatec wheel attached to it. So, and the reason I kept the H pattern, they had an adapter you could plug it into a PC, so I didn't have to have Fanatec. Normally it would plug in the back of your wheelbase. If you had a Fanatec wheelbase, you didn't need the adapter, but they did sell an adapter so you could plug it into directly to the PC, so I kept that. That's the only thing I kept. I've been super happy with the Asetek. It's open. They've set it up so you can buy whatever third-party wheels you want. Like I got a GSI steering wheel on my Asetek base, and it's completely wireless. There's an Asetek quick disconnect that they sell that mounts right to the back of the wheel, so all the signals go through the wheel. I don't have any cables attached to the PC or anything. I really like that. I got the Hyper P1. I love the wheel. It's wasn't cheap at all, but you just had to pretty much stick with Fanatec, with the Fanatec products. And they had good products. I'm not gonna say that. And their warranties, they had a little issue for a while with the warranties, but they stand by their products. So there's nothing wrong with Fanatec. But whatever type of wheelbase you got, I have a friend that has SimMagic. He really loves those. I've only had the experience with Fanatec and Asetek, but I've totally enjoyed my Asetek products. I've never had issues with. I got the Invicta wheelbase, 27 Newton meters. It's never shut down on me like the DD2 would occasionally. It's just been rock solid. So I'm happy with the products I got. But what I'm trying to say is, it don't matter what you got. You should have, if you want to have fun playing this, I would recommend getting a wheel of some type. It doesn't have to be a super expensive one. Just whatever you can find. You can find them on the used market pretty reasonable. If you get like a Logitech, something like that. Even a Thrustmaster probably. So you can have fun playing this game. And it's a very enjoyable game to play for the most part. I think we'll probably call the trip over once we get to this destination to delivered. I enjoy making videos. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not getting any compensation for the videos or anything. That's fine. I'm retired. I'm doing okay. I just enjoy doing it, but it takes away from my game playing time. By the time you get it taped, that's no problem. Then you go through the editing. And it takes quite a while doing that. Uploading to YouTube. It takes hours for YouTube to do their magic on it. Like I just uploaded a video last night for Ark Survival Evolved. It was done in 4K. I left it native 4K, and it was supposed to be done at like 6 o'clock this morning, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They still haven't finished processing it. They break it all down somehow with their logarithms. They probably check things, and they recompile it somehow to get it up to the standard definition. Was done at 6 o'clock this morning. They're still working on the 4K part of it. I uploaded it to them in 4K MP4. So I don't know. But they do whatever they do. And it just takes time. And it takes a lot of the playing time away from me. But since I'm retired, that's all I can do whatever I want. I'm not real stressed for time. I'm doing a little better job keeping this thing on the road. Of course, we're not there yet. I'll still hit something probably. don't think we're going to Chicago, so we're going to be turning off before we get there. So we're going to turn off right up here, go to another highway perhaps. Where we head? Poplar Bluff. Sounds like a good destination. Really nice to find something other than just sim racing to do with the sim. I thought about trying. I mean, I've played Farm Simulator before, but I did it all with controllers. I don't know if I can map that to my steering wheel, pedals, shifter, and use that to play in there, plus maybe a controller as well. I know some games, I mean, I play almost everything with a mouse and keyboard now. I used to be a big Xbox person and PlayStation. Started out PlayStation, switched to Xbox. Did that for years, but now I've gone back to PC gaming pretty much. And some games are just better played, like Red Dead Redemption 2. It's better played with a controller. Some games you can play with a controller and the mouse keyboard, depends on what the situation is. If you're driving, things like that. I don't like driving with a keyboard and mouse. In some games I totally use just the keyboard and mouse, like Ark Survival Evolved, Call of Duty. Just use keyboard and mouse. I don't use controllers. I can't even use. It's almost like I can't even use a controller anymore. I never realized how hard it was to aim with the joysticks compared to mouse keyboard. Now I can't hardly use the joystick to play like Call of Duty, and I did it for years. Ran a big Call of Duty clan. We did clan wars and all that. That was all on a controllers. Now I can't even hardly play with them. What we got going here? I guess we do have a road event here. No, they just hit each other. Well, that's a road event. I'm not sure it's one of the ones that are baked into the game. Looks like cars ran in the side of the truck. A little bit of their non-AI magic. Still looking like it might end up raining. Haven't had any rain in the game for quite a while. I turned it down. I had it up at like 30% or something, 20%. I was getting almost too much rain. So I knocked it down a little bit. I'm going to have to put it back up a little bit probably. I don't even remember what I got it set at now. It's a nice, pleasant drive. Almost hypnotizing. call it a simulator, you call this a video game, but it sure does simulate driving down the highway. If I'd stay awake sometimes. Going left up here. Might be getting close to our delivery. Looks like we're on dirt road. See what we got down the road here. An entrance we can't go into. Big quarry or gravel pit up here, one or the other. So I guess we picked this up at a quarry. So I guess it makes sense it's going to another quarry. Yep, there's a drop-off point. Hopefully it won't be too difficult to figure it out. Well, the truck jobs seem to be a little better to figure out than some of them I've done with just the end game. Some of them have been getting really crazy, probably because I'm getting up in the max speed's getting higher. Down and get some fresh air in this car. Pretty good. I can feel all these vents and stuff. I got a little feedback on the wheelbase, but then also the haptic feedback sensors on the chassis on each corner. Oh, there's some deer. Cool. A little details they put in the game are pretty cool. Need this big bucket loader here. Makes sense. Where do they want it parked? Right here in the front. Nice. This will be an easy drop off. We like that. See what I'm looking at when I'm looking out my side window. It turns green and we know we're good. There we are. Emergency brake on. Shut off the power. Unload the trailer. Well, we'll be coming out of here for our next trip. I hope you enjoyed the episode. This is TA TrakRacer. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like, consider subscribing. We'll see you on the next trip. Bye.